What up? What up? Here we are, back in sunny SoCal. Ran out of time yesterday with old Kelly, as you can see here. Headed back to his spot right now. Got a lot more stuff we want to cover with you guys. And some of you guys might be asking, like, oh, what's up with this interview with this old head? And the reason we're doing this is because I feel it's really important, man, to understand the guys that come before us, because they've straight up lived it, man. I mean, people think it's crazy that I travel the country and step out of my comfort zone here in Southern California and go fishing all over the place, right? But like, dude, this guy's been doing it since the 90s, and running all the way up north, which is, you know, anywhere from 6 to 10 hours from here in Southern California, and competing on the highest level available on the West Coast at the time. Everybody dreams, man, and back then that's the guys that were doing it were the tournament guys. You know, there was just a handful of dudes chasing the big fish deal. But even those guys, you know, really set the path for the rest of us to be able to follow. I just think some of us take it for granted. That's all. And these dudes' stories are freaking awesome. Like, they're fascinating, man. These guys have seen some shit. Like, they've seen it. They've lived it. You know, they've probably honestly forgotten more than we'll ever learn. So I think we should all do a better job of listening to these guys, because it could help us. You know, why learn the hard way? These guys already did. Anyway, pretty pumped to see what we're gonna go over today. Probably gonna look at a bunch of his old school soft baits. Then we got through the 70s and some of the 80s, and probably go down the path of the 90s and into the 2000s. So stay tuned. Hope you guys are digging it. I know I am. What up? How we living?
We're doing good.
You got elbow dap.
Yeah, we'll take it easy on the bone spur.
How you feeling with that?
Doing good, doing good.
Uh-oh, what you got cooking, man?
Oh, I got some Peruvian beans going.
Oh,
beans
yeah.
going actually right now. Very, very good. Yeah, I'm over pinto beans, but these are very high in protein. Yeah, a lot of protein, a lot of fiber. It's good for you. Good for us old guys.
Nice.
Should be for you too.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm all about it, brother. Brought you some gifts.
Oh no, come on.
Yeah, man, we were going down nostalgia and memory lane, man. We got to throw some 2018 back up in that box.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, you know,
Awesome.
you showed me the Michael. That's my, you know, option. You showed me the what's it called? The Cotton Cordell Big
Cotton
O.
Cordells, the big O's.
Yep. You know, you showed me your spook. That's one of my favorite walkers.
That is so cool. Yeah, I got a little something for you too.
Aw,
We're
snap.
gonna take a look in a little special box here, straight
Cool.
from Japan, actually.
Oh, no kidding.
Probably, gosh, close to 30 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, straight from Japan. I got.
That's gonna be fascinating.
Yeah. So that's
Sweet.
awesome. Can't wait to throw them.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I might hang them up. Put them in the special box. That is awesome. Excited. Yes, I recall this bait. Gosh, this is awesome. Beautiful profile, great color.
Yeah, we do really well on that S crank.
Yeah, I love that. That's got a lot of potential. They all look good.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Got your coffee for you.
Oh man, I'll take it, brother.
Yeah.
Before we get started.
All right.
Check that out, boys and girls. What year is this?
Gosh, that was.
Oh man, this is the resume. Check that out. All right, Kelly, here's the topic I want to go over with you, man. You're a professional angler. You've represented brands in an incredible fashion through your career. Now it's 2017 and social media has given everybody a platform, right? That everybody feels is important. Like, look at me, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And they're overreaching for sponsorship and endorsement deals. I want to hear from you how it is these young dreamers should be going about presenting themselves, and then, you know, once they do land a deal, what is really expected of them as a representative of a brand, and what they should expect in return, because everybody feels entitled, right? Like, oh, I wore your hat, I put your sticker on my truck, you owe me this. Is that how it works?
No, definitely not. No, it doesn't work that way. It's a matter of building yourself up and expressing to the sponsors exactly what you're about and what you want to do for the company as well. It's not just about you. It's about representation in many forms, as far as on the water, around people, groups, doing your promotions, and at the competitive level as well as carrying yourself on the water with respect, courtesy, and that's something that we're losing here in the industry. Just common courtesy and respect. But you have to pay your dues. It just doesn't happen overnight. It takes years and years and years to build a resume, and it takes years and years to accomplish what you need to do. It's not a handout thing. A t-shirt, a sticker doesn't mean you're sponsored. Some free product now and then doesn't mean you got a true sponsorship. You have to actually physically go out there and sell product, represent, do the shows, do seminars, do whatever you need to do to get out there and promote the product. That's what the sponsors want.
But in an organic fashion, right? In a real way, not just artificially.
No, not artificially. You have to physically go out there hands-on and put the time into it. The more you do, and it'll all come back to you eventually. But it's just about carrying yourself. You have to be a spokesman. You have to be definitely a spokesman, a salesman, a leader, somebody that's going to go out there and bring people into the industry. Help the kids, help people that don't know about a lot of things that we're doing and what's been transitioning through the years. Expose them to the up and coming product lines, and that's going to bring the future of fishing and keep things rolling. And I believe that's what our generation, from my end back then, we were doing from way back, and I'm going back many years, but I've been out of it for quite a few years now. But I look now, just like we speak, regarding the younger generations. Go out there and earn it. You have to earn it. You have to go out there and be a person with dignity and respect, and you need to really sell yourself. Definitely sell yourself out there. Okay? Don't just go out there and say, just because I caught these fish, or I'm a good fisherman. Good fisherman's great. That's part of it. That's just part of it. But you've got to be well-rounded in the industry, well-spoken. And reputation goes a long ways. Remember that, your reputation. And it's not always what good you do. Sometimes when you do bad, those are the times that they'll remember you as well. So keep your head up.
That's a good tip, man. So tell me about some of the brands you represented.
Gosh. Berkeley Trilene was a very good long-time sponsor I had for many, many years.
That's a big one.
They, they provided me so much stuff. I mean, I had so much line for years. Power baits. I mean, I still have the power baits, and I still use them, and I save them for special moments and stuff. Like several times when I go out, when I'll use them, but I know that bait is gold. It's money. I had Quantum for many years. Quantum rods and reel package. That was a great deal I had. PT line came out and changed everything for everybody here. That PT line was phenomenal. I used it for many years and done very, very well. Also had the Pinpoint, actually going back further in that Motor Guide. It was Motor Guide Hummingbird. It was Motor Guide Hummingbird that I had a combined sponsorship. That was a package deal, and had that for many years as well. It was part of the Zevco Quantum Motor Guide deal. It was a great package under all one umbrella. And Corona, I had Corona hooks for a short time while they were coming out to the U.S. and that didn't materialize, but they were an up-and-coming hook company. I had Cuda fishing line I used for many years with a copolymer line. That line was by far, for me, introduction to some really good lines for many years I used. In fact, I still have some and I use it from time to time. And the guys out there that know about the Cuda line, they know what it was all about back then. So that, and then Ranger boats helped me out quite a bit. Don Lee was instrumental in helping me tremendously. May he rest in peace. Great man. Pretty much trying to think who else right now. Gosh, I've had California Worms for many years. George Poltz took care of me with the hand pours. Oh my God, he had the best. He had the best back then, and I used his products for many years. So that's pretty much it for now. But I really feel grateful to have had those moments and those times with those people. They were very good to me, and had some good times and trips I'll never forget. Tournaments and fun. I'm glad I was in that generation of growing up and coming out and being here on the West Coast to enjoy the great bodies of water we truly had when they peaked out. We're going through cycles now, unfortunately, between the droughts and lack of protein in trout. It's really impacted our local fisheries, but it's good to venture out, get out there on the other big waters and go have some fun and break it up and, make a day of it.
Nice. Yeah, man. You're talking about those California custom worms. Most people still don't know what a hand pour worm is. I tour the country and I go in tackle shops, and the closest thing is a robo, which is close, but looking forward to going through some of those boxes, man. And
I'll show you some. I got quite a bit of hand pours.
Because that's what it was about back in the day.
I got some great hand pours at money. I can tell you, there's a lot of money I made on them, and they were very successful. And I still use them from time to time. And gosh, I wish we had the California worm still around.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Stay tuned.
All I could do was just turn the boat. I just turned the boat and put the boat in the wind and held on, and literally just held on. Yeah, and I held on, and I'm telling you what, I brought this fish finally in after about a good 5 to 7 minutes, 11 pounds and change on the Michael. Yeah,
jeez.
On the Michael. Yeah, I've caught a lot of double digits fish on that Michael.
That's crazy.
Plenty of double digit fish, yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at the freaking frame on that thing.
Yeah.
An 11 pounder on a popper.
Yeah.
That's gangsta, bro.
Yeah. Plenty of them. Hey.
Oh man, that's jeez.
Plenty of big. I've caught my share of giants on our local lakes on poppers.
That's so dope.
Giants.
I remember as a kid, looking through Western Outdoor News and stuff, and looking at the reports, and oh yeah, someone got a 10 this, 11 this on a topwater popper, and I'm just like, man, that's crazy. So you were one of those guys that was doing that? Because I've never caught one over 10 on a topwater bait.
Oh yeah. Oh, plenty of. I've caught plenty of big fish. In fact, this year, my biggest this year was 8 and change on topwater.
Sick.
Yeah, I've caught, in fact, plenty of 7s, 6s and 7s on topwater. It's just timing. It's just being there at the right time. That window of opportunity is very small. Capitalize on it, and when you have it, take advantage of it, because you don't get too many chances, especially with the pressure we have on our lakes too. So yeah, you got to be always ready. There's always shallow water bite, there's a deep water bite, doesn't matter, and everything in between. It's just trying to figure where the big girls are at, and once you figure that out, and timing, you can't do anything wrong at that point.
It's all about piecing that puzzle, huh?
Oh, definitely connecting the dots.
Man, look at that thing. In the small one, quote unquote, was what, 7?
7 and change. Yeah. And actually, to be honest with you, the 7 and change came on a 10-inch swim bait.
No kidding. Oh,
Yeah.
go
Can you
figure.
believe that?
Oh, I can believe it.
Yeah, you got the little guy 7 and change on a 10-inch swim bait, and I get the big girl on a 2-inch bait.
You gotta love fishing, man. You just never know.
That just tells you, you know.
Yeah, that big girl's probably eating shad. You know. That 7 pounder.
I truly believe this fish here. I was over a bed.
Think so, huh?
I was over a bed on that. Yeah, I believe I came off of a bed. I truly do. Time of year and just the positioning where this fish was, it had to be. It was a big female that was on a bed.
Give me the setup. Like, what kind of spot did she bite off of?
Well,
what makes you think she was a bedfish?
Well, because knowing where, I like to know where I'm throwing my baits and in key areas. So I was just fishing somewhat of a flat that was coming off, that went off a hard break that went into no man's land.
And you saw this on your paper graph?
Well, no, this is not paper graph. No.
Oh, okay.
This is back in the 2000s. This is 2000,
okay.
Probably 7.
Okay.
2006. Yeah. And realistically, I already know the water. I know the terrain and stuff. So I'm working the bank, but I'm working down, and I'm working this break line, but just where the positioning was, there was wind blowing in it, shallow, some big chunk rock, and it was a perfect spot where a fish can come up and bed down and go off and take sanctuary. And after putting it together, I realized she was just a big spawner out there.
You just didn't see her on a bed, but
no.
She totally probably was.
See, that's the thing. Pre-spawn, post-spawn, you can catch these reaction fish too, just beating down the bank. Most guys don't figure it out and want, well, I caught a big fish, but they don't realize what the deal was. That fish was set up already for positioning for a spawn. Okay, and I intersected at the right time, conditions were right, had a chop on the water surface, all those things lined up, and that was the key. A lot of times just plain clear, calm water, it's not going to happen, but you get a little chop, break up the water clarity, things can happen. And it's just thinking deeper into the actual bite, going deeper into it and analyzing what happened here. And that makes a good fisherman too, is to analyze what you did, how, where, when, and why I caught that fish.
That's deep.
That's
real.
Those are the things you think about on the way home for the next trip.
Yeah.
You got to think about that. These fish just don't bite for one reason. Bait positioning, boat positioning, depth, all that.
Everything matters.
It all plays in hand, it's all definitely. And you put in what you can, and just hopefully at the end of the day, you end up succeeding, because every day is not going to be a good day. And the way I look at it, the good days make up for the bad days.
That's right.
Definitely.
Dope. All right, man.
I don't know if I drug that out, did I?
Not at all.
Dude, I don't know. I'm just kind of feel like I'm rambling at